What's going on, everybody? I'm Josh Meek, the Uber Geek. Thank you very much for joining me here on Pretty Dece, your daily entertainment and pop culture podcast. There's something really cool that I need to tell you guys about if you haven't heard. It's this new hotness. If you haven't heard about it, I'm sure you will hear about it soon from someone on Facebook, from a coworker, from a friend. It's something that's kind of spreading the nation. It's definitely going around really, really quickly, and that is an app called HQ. HQ is a live trivia game show app, something that I just discovered a couple days ago, and I am loving. So basically, this is from the makers of Vine. So it's the creators of Vine back with this new idea, and it's a game show. It is an app, and twice a day at 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. this app goes live, and it really goes live. There is a live host. He pops up on the app screen. He talks to you. He knows how many viewers are watching the app as it airs, and he reads you trivia questions. There are 12 questions in total, and you answer them live. You get 10 seconds to answer each one, which they say is not long enough to actually Google the answers. And if you get them right, you can keep answering. Otherwise, you're out. You can keep watching the show, but you're out. At the end of those 12 questions, the people who've answered them all correctly split the winnings. So they give away $250 per show, and then you split it up. So if you win the game, the ones that I've seen people have won somewhere between like $20 and $40, because they narrow it down to, like 9 people or so, kind of around there. So, you're not going to be retiring on winning a game of HQ, but it's super fun. Like twice a day, you get to compete. You get to watch this live show on this app with this very funny host, and his name is Scott. He's great. He's exactly what this app needs. He's funny. He's got attitude. He's goofy. He's really, really fun. He keeps you entertained throughout these 12 questions, and it's this weird social thing. There's chat running as it goes. You feel like you're actually a part of something that a ton of people are experiencing all at once, which is obviously not something that you get when you tune in to like Jeopardy when you're watching it on television. So the concept is actually pretty simple. It's just trivia. It's just questions that pop on the screen and you choose one of 3 answers. In reality, though, this is something that no one has ever really done like this before. So I don't know how big this is going to get, but I do predict that it's going to blow up quite large. So the closest thing that I can think of that has been kind of attempted on this level was way back in 2010. So going on 8 years ago at this point, Microsoft did this initiative on the Xbox 360 called Xbox Prime Time, where they wanted to push scheduled programming. They wanted you to show up at a specific time with your friends and watch and play a game together. And the only thing they ever did in Xbox Prime Time was 1 versus 100. You might remember the game show on television, 1 versus 100. This was exactly that, except it used your little Microsoft avatar. You had your little game character in the game, and when everyone on the Xbox 360 tuned in at the correct time to play 1 versus 100, it picked a random person on their Xbox 360 to be the 1, and then 100 random people to be the 100. So you actually got a chance to play the game just by logging in and participating. And then even if you didn't get picked in that 1 versus 100, you got to answer questions and chat with your friends, and you earned points and stuff. So it was like this truly interactive game show, and it was incredibly fun. I loved it. All my friends loved it. But because of some mismanagement, it didn't stick around long. They couldn't quite iron out all the kinks in terms of getting it to work, getting it to run, and I don't think they could really figure out how to market it. I think it was a little too ahead of its time, so it died very quickly. And there's really kind of been nothing like that, where everyone can tune in at once, everyone can participate, a game show, everyone has a chance of winning. Until this HQ app. So I'm super excited to see how it goes, and I really, really think it's just going to be, sweeping the country, sweeping the world. It's going to get pretty big here. I do think that they're going to go through some growing pains here as it gets kind of large. So just today, the game earlier in the day was apparently delayed, and then they had a random different host, so not Scott, but someone else popped up, so maybe there's some stuff going on there. We don't really know what the issue is, and then the evening game here that I tried to play, I got the notification that it popped up, and then it didn't start, so it seems like their evening game is also delayed tonight. So I think that they're probably getting flooded with people right now as this app gets talked about, gets shared, as people start word of mouth spreading this thing around. But they've been making right when they're delayed. They've been, doubling the winnings and stuff like that. So hopefully they can get through those growing pains, get through those server issues, and keep this game running because it's huge. I really, really see awesome things happening. So go check it out. I'm definitely going to be playing. Hopefully I'll win at some point. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully you win. But it's HQ. You can download it on iOS right now.